everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, it's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. I was going to introduce you to Nyx today because boy oh boy is she a little sassy, independent, brave little critter, except that the office here is Spot's inner sanctum, and those two still haven't quite, look, they'll end up being bestest buddies. Nyx and Bindi get on fabulous, well, not fabulously well, but they get on because they basically ignore each other. Spot is trying so hard to be friends, but hold back from pushing her. Nyx is trying so hard to be brave, and they just occasionally have a little spat. So they will get there. They will be bestest as buddies when the time comes. So I've got 15 years to introduce you to her. I'm sure it'll be in the next day or so, possibly even the next reading or so. But yeah, this is Spot's safe space in the office here on a rug on the floor there. So I'm not going to push them. Okay, what do I want to have a look? Oh, matchy again today, pretty much. What do I want to have a look at today? Well, today I'm usually gorgeous, but today is my day off. I'm going to have a look at the Transport Secretary, Sean Duffy. Why am I not surprised? A Harvard degree in marketing, so please bring back Pete Buttigieg, who actually knew what he was doing. Sean Duffy has come out threatening to shut down the commercial airline flights after the air traffic controllers potentially threatening strikes because they are so stressed out. They are actually been conducting a soft strike, and when I say that, it means that, calling in sick. Airline pilots have been joining them, calling in sick due to stress. I mean, these guys, the air traffic controllers, aren't getting paid. They are massively understaffed after all the DEI BS that went on. Just in time for Thanksgiving Day. Yay! So I want to just have a look, because if the air traffic controllers and pilots actually go on strike, already it's affecting international air travel. This just isn't within the US. And when I say international air travel, it's because a plane needs to be from here to there. That flight needs to take place for that flight to take place. They need to move the aircraft around for the flights elsewhere around the world. And shown to me very clearly 2 times ago when I went back to see my mum in New Zealand. I was flying Qantas, and the winds in the destination were like 150 kilometres an hour, so the airport was shut down, and the Qantas flights got to that particular destination were cancelled. I had to stay overnight in transit. Fine, not an issue. The Air New Zealand flights, because I was flying to New Zealand, all the Air New Zealand flights took off, and they diverted mid-flight. They knew they weren't going to get into their destination. They diverted mid-flight to another capital city because they needed to get the aeroplanes in the country for the morning commuter flights. And by flying to the other capital city, they were within 45 minutes of where they needed to be the next day instead of 3.5 hours. So yeah, this is going to affect international, and to be honest, I don't blame the air traffic controllers. So the air traffic controllers are holding what's called a soft strike for a while now, basically taking stress leave, taking sick leave, taking annual leave, taking all the leave that they're entitled to, mental health leave, whatever else they're entitled to. Which does throw extra pressure back on the air traffic controllers that are there, but we are getting to the stage, and I believe pilots have been doing the same in support of the air traffic controllers. So what happens though is I believe that we're going to end up with actually an actual strike, but the Transport Secretary, Sean Duffy, is trying to get in front of it. Front of the strike, and threatening to shut down commercial flights. What do we need to know about this? Come on down. Now, I've changed my towel to a blue one because with the light in here, yes, it is just a towel, my lovely fluffy towel. It's also sound absorbing, which is really good too, so that when I drop the cards, you're not getting a big thunk. Just for the light, because the grey one, it was going a bit too dark. Okay, I'm using the mystical manga cards. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Oh, that's good. I do like that light. Okay. First card out, the Lovers card. This is about working together, contracts and agreements. I'm feeling with the Archangel with the wings in the background, this is air traffic controllers and pilots actually working together. Air traffic controllers and commercial pilots have come to some sort of agreement. Now, as I said, this is going to affect international, which is why I'm having a look at it. So we've got the Lovers here. They've got each other's backs, is what I just heard. The air traffic controllers and the pilots have each other's back. Pardon me. I've been cuddling Kitten too much. She has this, oh goodness me, trying to work with the keyboard. Oh, she loves the keyboard. It takes me about 3 times to send an email. Okay, the challenge is the government, the Hierophant, the higher authorities. They are considered, I suspect, the air traffic controllers an essential service. But the challenge to this soft strike is the government itself. Sean Duffy coming out and threatening to shut down all commercial flights. Yippee! Okay, let's see where this goes. Oh gosh, 3 major arcana straight out the bat, which is telling me this is actually really major on the world scene. We've got the Hermit, the isolation, the investigation, trying to find a path forward, the energy that's stewing in at the moment. So the threat to shut down the commercial flights. I think Sean Duffy's finding himself isolated in his swamp, to be honest, the energy that he's in. Isolated in his swamp because he is not being effective against this agreement between pilots and air traffic controllers who have right on their side. Okay, let's see where this goes. In the past, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, in the past, Queen of Wands, powerful, inspirational, feminine energy, bringing forward a plan, an internal plan. Could be an internal plan for this regime, but I'm thinking more this is I'm not saying it because he's gay. I'm saying this is Pete Buttigieg energy in the past. Never had a problem with Pete Buttigieg at the helm in the past. I just think that he handed over a perfectly well functioning system because he worked behind the scenes with this energy, empathetic, worked with rather than dictating to type energy. This could also be, though, because cards can have more than one reading, this could also be a fiery plan behind the scenes. So I will look into this further as to whether this is a deliberate plan by the regime, and if so, why. Nothing like stopping the movement of people to try and to then crunch down on control, but let's see where it goes. Okay, the Page of Coins is crowning the reading. What's over this? Well, it could be money, could be looking at an opportunity, could be looking at something new, and okay, thank you. Grounding. Pentacles are earth energy, they are grounded energy. The energy over this threat to shut down commercial airlines is pretty much to ground ground the airlines. However, don't know that he actually wants to do it if you have a look at the figure in this card, because I always go by the images. It's almost like he's called the bluff he's called the threat, and the airline, the pilots and air traffic controllers are called his bluff, and he's left holding the threat. Okay, let's see where we go. The Wheel of Fortune, karma coming and biting him on the bum. Again, now 4 major arcana and 2 court cards. Big energy this. So this is quite intensive, which is why I'm really getting a pull to read on it. The Wheel of Fortune, those on the top are going to find themselves on the bottom. I really think he's threatened and they're calling his bluff, is what I'm getting there. He's going to find himself isolated in his self-inflicted swamp. There was this fiery plan behind the scenes, but I think it's going to backfire on him as the wheel turns. Okay, externally, nightmare situation. If you are planning on traveling, please, please, please be all over your cancellations, travel plans, however you like to put it. Just keep really close eye on it. Probably a good idea to check your insurance and as to what you get if airlines cancel, because I do believe Pete Buttigieg put in that if flights were cancelled, then the airlines had to pay back out, but I don't know whether that's still in place or not. Yeah, really, externally, nightmare situation, and let people you know. It may be a good opportunity to perhaps spend some time at home, unless you have to travel for work, and to be honest, Zoom's pretty good unless you have to physically be there for any particular reason, because yeah, this is going to rapidly de-evolve into a nightmare situation. Internally, as four of coins again, it is the insecurity card, but it's also it's a doubling down card, trying to maintain control, trying to gain control and maintain control of his own little part of the world. I think it's rapidly going to turn into a nightmare as there is this doubling down for control. Let's see where it goes. Hopes and fears. The 10 of Pentacles. It's the end of an era. We are smack bang. Now, it doesn't stop and start. There is a transition period, like the Hopi prophecy had a 7-year transition period. We are going to have a transition period where we go from one era to another, and we are slap bang in the middle of it. In fact, we're further than halfway through. So at the end of the day, just keep going. Yeah. This is legacy. It's going to be Sean Duffy's legacy. It is what he's going to be remembered for, and it is end of an era. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands, an announcement coming forward. The outcome. So 2 pages, inferior energy. And I hate to say it because pages aren't inferior, but they're not kings. They're reduced energy. Like, don't have the power energy. Okay? And then having to walk away. Got all the cups set up though. Being forced to back down, I think, is what we're getting here. And then the Ace of Cups, a cleansing. I hope he doesn't like his job. New partnerships. So we've gone from the Lover's card to the partnership, which is a cleansing and a new partnerships. And then we've got the Star of hope, the Star of healing. This is all part of the regime unraveling and strength. So I think the air traffic controllers and pilots are going to win out on this one. Strength. And then we have the voters and the unity. And then we have another page, a whistleblower coming forward about corruption, betrayal, deceit, abuse of power. Oh dear, and yes, it is going to affect overseas. Now, there is no ship on this horizon. Abuse of power, overseas, could be overseas information about vote fiddling again. And then we've got the fourth cup, the Page of Cups, unexpected information coming forward. You've got some sort of announcement on the bottom. If I go to the bottom, an announcement coming from the White House that is not going to go well for them with the Ten of Swords. A lot of information coming out really quickly, but this could also be the air travel itself being stopped. It's going to end poorly with that Four of Swords for the Emperor. We've then got the World card. We've got the Tower card. We've got the Ace of Swords card. We've got the Devil card. We've got the Treason card. And we've got the Judgment card and the Russian card. So yeah, it's all intertwined. So I'll try and nut out why they're doing this. There is an intention. So it's another. They think they're going. The regime think that they're going to be in control of this, but they're not. It's not going to end well for them. Okay, let's have a look. Still using the mystical manga cards. Let's have a look. Why? 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 The Death card. End a significant ending of a cycle on the defensive, on the back foot, trying to defend the position. Why are they? And then the moon as secrets are revealed. Why is the regime instigating this airline travel shutdown? Tower moment. Again, I think because as the Air Force got the jets out today, I don't know, you probably can't hear them, but yeah, they're out most days, so we don't read anything into it. Why? Why is this regime? Some sort of fiery internal plan jumped out. Why is this regime threatening to shut down? Their bluff is going to be called by the air traffic controllers, is what I get, and it's not going to end well. Why is this regime trying to shut down the commercial travel? And it will shut down flights internationally. I'm just putting that out there. Okay, so some sort of fiery internal plan with that Queen of Wands, and we've got the announcement from the White House with the Four of Wands. Some sort of announcement coming out of the White House. I know a lot of readers have this as the marriage card. I mean, it could be some sort of contract, some sort of marriage of convenience. Why? Why? We've got the energy that they're stewing in is the Seven of Swords, the stealing, but it's being exposed, stealing of the truth. This is my cup today. Usually gorgeous, but it's my day off. Stealing. What are they stealing though? Okay, in the past, sort of truth coming forward, cutting through the crown, truth being brought forward in the past. Why are they doing this? There's a truth here in the past. Eight of Pentacles. Hard work going on behind the scenes, but it's also my money trail card, but it's also my vote trail card. Oh, it's to do with the current elections, the ones you guys are having today. Why? Why? because they want to restrict the movement of the people with that Eight of Swords. They want to restrict the movement of the people. Where's this going? King of Cups, we the people, standing up externally. Goodness me. We the people, standing up externally, internally. The Queen of Coins, national security, internally. Why? National security. They want to restrict the movement of the people within the United States. I'm getting some sort of national security drama here because of we the people. The last rally you guys had over there, it terrified them. 20 million is the latest count. The official count's, 7 to 8. That's the one that's on the media, but it was massively bigger than that. 7 to 8 was the number of people that actually registered to go, and that was at least double to triple the number of people that registered. Let's see where this goes. The Page of Cups, the hopes and fears. Page of Cups, an unexpected announcement coming out. The fear, unexpected. Talking to the fish, it's also a lunacy card. They're trying to control the unexpected of we the people. Ten of Swords, not going to work. As they try to stop air movement with the Eight of Wands. They try to stop movement. They try to stop this. Okay, this is about controlling the news as well. And the Ace of Coins. This is an opportunity for the people of the United States to learn their lesson, come together with that Three of Cups. We the people, they are terrified of we the people. That's why they've moved on to the military bases. That's why this is all happening. Now, I know the DEI thing with the air traffic controllers started, 6, 8 months ago, 10 months ago, goodness, something along those lines. It's all part of a bigger plan of controlling the people because they are terrified. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know what they're doing is wrong. And here, the people, the unity of the people, the strength, the star, all similar cards coming out in regards to we the people. Why are they doing this? Because they want to restrict movement as part of the control. And they might declare this national security issue, but I don't think it's going to work with that Ten of Swords. Again, it's another opportunity. Again, it's another FAFO moment, F around and find out moment. Oh boy. What are the air traffic controllers going to do? Are they going to pull us? Are the air traffic controllers going to get in front of this and call a strike with the support of the pilots? Are the air traffic, well, they're looking at their options and they're talking at the moment. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles looking at options and Two of Cups in talking to get with the support. Could also be international air traffic controllers up there. So let's have a look. What are the air traffic controllers going to do? What are the air traffic controllers going to do? Secrets being revealed and they're not being paid. or the lunacy of not paying them, it could be. What are the air traffic controllers going to do? We're coming up for a full moon too. It might be full moon that it all comes out in the open. What's it, tomorrow, full moon? Something like that. Incredibly bright at night. What are the air traffic controllers going to do? Right, this is going to affect the entire world. This is not a United States problem. This is worldwide. But it is also bringing a cycle to an end so that a new cycle can be begun. But I'm asking about the air traffic controllers, because what a ridiculous system. To end up in this situation. The World card. It is going to affect worldwide travel and the Fool. New territory, new journey, challenged by the Fool and probably Duffy. Sean Duffy is a fool. Challenge is the Fool, the foolishness of the regime. Could also be new beginning for the air traffic controllers, as they have the power. They can actually stop any of these Congress people or any of these cabinet people from travelling. I just got the military. It's also going, the military Air Force bases are going to potentially go out in unison as well. I don't know that they can, but we are in uncharted territory, big time. Yeah, they're going to take action with the King of Wands. They're going to take control. They're going to take action. I think they're just going to go out on strike. In the past, we've got the Sun card, full exposure, full illumination. In the past, also the joy of working under Pete Buttigieg is in the past, but yeah, no, it's fully exposing. I think they're going to fully expose this regime as being to blame, and they're going to take action. Crowning the three in the Death card. 4 Majors again and 1 Court card. Powerful Court card straight out. The Death card. Again, endings, significant endings. Slicing and dicing endings to bring about a new beginning. Oh dear. 10, end of a legacy. The immediate future, 10 of Pentacles. Grounding and legacy. I think they're going to go out on strike. I think it's going to affect the entire world, and they're going to put the blame directly where it belongs. At the moment, looking at options, this may also be an inability to harvest externally, so therefore means not getting off the ground. I mean, if you have a look at the card, and I'm always drawn to the particular decks for the images, this dude is just sitting here. All the options are in his court, and he is just sitting there with his shovel over his shoulder, which means that stop work, and all the power is on his side of the court. Internally, the higher authorities, the government, trying to come. I think the government's going to be consulting with their advisors to come up with a solution. And speaking of advisors, Dick Cheney passed away today. One more warmonger down. Wonder who's going to protect Liz now. I think actually I might do a quick read on that. Because boy oh boy, does he have a lot of clout. But yeah, internally, I think this is the government consulting, but just getting the sycophant answers, the regime consulting. Okay, hopes and fears, the Hermit, exposing the swamp, just further exposing the swamp. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana and 3. Now, major arcana means this is a real big take note reading, and 3 that aren't. 6 to 3. Okay, the outcome, the Knight of Cups, an offer being made, the King of Coins, the Mercenary. Oh dear, excuse me. Just have a sip of coffee. Two Knights, which is about bringing information forward, powerful information forward. Could be the offer, negotiation, the smoke and mirrors choices that are being put out there. Okay, thank you. I am getting that the regime is going to claim it's because the air traffic controllers are being greedy and want more money, but that's just smoke and mirrors. And then we got that Ten of Swords again. Stabbed in the back repeatedly. And Judgment, a collective awakening. And then we've got the King of Swords coming forward with legal action, potentially, or the truth. This is not about money. I'm just going to say this is not an issue about money, but I think the regime is going to spin it as such, which is just going to be a BS stab in the back, which I don't think is going to fly with that Judgment card. It may lead to general strikes. The King of Swords, strategy coming forward. So this is the plan, and here is the truth, the strategy coming forward, action being taken. Okay. What do we want next? I think that's probably enough. I'll just have an ask. Is this going to end in a general strike? Loss, disappointment, heartbreak, and nightmare situation for those that are planning on travelling. The military. I wanted to ask. Because if the military air traffic controllers go out as well, I don't know whether they can, but I mean, gee, nothing is how it ever used to be at the moment. If the military air traffic controllers go out, then that also grounds all the governmental movement. I think they might. It's just going to turn into this ever-increasing nightmare situation, challenged by the Ten of Swords because of the stabbing in the back, the betrayal. Smoke and mirrors, Judgment, same cards, different order. I know I could have probably shuffled and poker shuffled a bit more, but these cards chose to come to the top again. So a judgment moment. They're going to have a difficult choice to make in the face of the smoke and mirrors. The regime, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. What I just got was that the regime is going to try to put the military air traffic controllers in place. That would be the mercenary card, but I don't think they're going to wear it. I really don't. That King of Swords, the Hermit, the exposure of the swamp, the externally looking at options on the international stage, a plan coming forward. This may be international air traffic controllers making a plan internally. Four of Pentacles, staying put. Hopes and fears, the High Priestess, secrets being revealed. What the regime is trying to keep hidden will be exposed. um, the lies are going to be seen and revealed. You've got the Empress card, and you've got the Two of Swords, thigh deep in the swamp, trying to stop information coming out. Votes, volatile information, national security, working together with compatriots. I don't think, I mean, this could be hard work behind the scenes, volatile information, messaging coming out. Queen of Pentacles, national security, but working together and holding the line in strength. So what I'm getting is I think they're going to push back. The five of on the bottom, the underlying energy of this is the Five of Wands, the pushing back, fighting, the Four of Cups, refusing to do so, the Knight of Swords. This is a military card. But this particular knight, I mean, the Knight of Swords normally has the knight charging in at full pelt. This Knight of Swords is holding back. In regards to movement, air movement, Ace of Cups, abuse of power, and it just keeps going and going and going. What I'm getting from that is the regime may try and put military air traffic controllers in their place. I don't know, there's not enough, but they're not going to do it. The military air traffic controllers are going to, I believe, stand in unison with their commercial, their civilian air traffic controllers is what I'm getting. Oh. Is this, I just had the Chariot card flick itself. Is this, be careful what you wish for, because it might just not work with this regime. How's this going to go? Just 3 cards. Anything else we need to know in regards to this? If you are planning travel, please be right on the button with it. Look at alternatives if you can. You know, it might be worthwhile, you know, saying, yeah, we're not coming for Thanksgiving, which is usually chaotic in the middle of winter anyhow. We're going to come for a spring celebration or something, as in early next year. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is there anything else we need to know? I just got really cold chills. My feet just feel freezing at the moment. So this is winter. This is absolutely winter. So show me, is there anything else we need to know about this? Anything else? It is going to affect international. Be aware of that. Is there anything else we need to know? It is purely and simply an abuse of power. Self-sabotage that the air traffic controllers are not going to be part of. They're going to walk away from it. Pure and simple. The win at any cost abuse. And the air traffic controllers are going to call their bluff and say, if that's what you want, fine, as they drop their swords. And I think the military ones are going to stand in unison with them. We've got the King of Coins there. This could be the Orange Twerp himself or whomever is controlling behind the scenes. Boy. And hidden agendas being revealed. It's not to do with money. This is a hidden agenda is going to find itself revealed here. What's it going to be? We've got those in the lap of luxury thinking that they're all going to be safe and fine, but if there's no air traffic controllers, there's no air traffic movement. Queen of Cups. something yet to be revealed, trying to keep a lid on the situation. And the Six of Pentacles. There's just, I mean, even freight movement's going to be affected. And we've got the military on the bottom with the Chariot. What's this Six of Pentacles here? Okay, the Emperor, the Dictator. Whoever the Emperor is, the orange twerp is literally just a shell that is being paraded out. Interestingly enough, when I read on the Gatsby ball, a few of you pointed out that there had been a Gatsby ball 3 years ago. You know, when I said it looked like the photos had been manipulated. I wonder whether there was actually a ball or not. I might actually grab a card on that. But yeah, it's about power and control, trying to control movement and betrayal, heartbreak, treason. Again, absolutely going too far, people walking away from them, and the Nine of Wands, bruised, battered, putting up this facade of manipulation. I don't think that people are going to buy it because there's the Judgment card. I've got the military, I've got the Justice card, I've got the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Death card. Death to this regime, and as they find themselves more and more isolated. It's just, I think they're going to try and use the military air traffic controllers, but we've got then actions having consequences and justice, and there might be legal action in regards to using the military air traffic controllers. It's not going to work. It's not going to work how the regime thinks it's going to work. They're not, it's just, but talk about chaos in the meantime, right in the swamp, and the moon card, full moon tomorrow, or tonight. So let's see how that plays out. I just don't have words for it. It's so incredibly frustrating. Okay, I might leave that there. I'll have a look at, I'll do it in a separate reading. I want to have a look at Dick Cheney, note to self, where's a pencil? Cheney and Gatsby. Okay, I'll just do those at the beginning of the next reading, because what are we up to? 43 minutes already. Okay, I shall catch you shortly.